AVON, the iconic brand that brought beauty to your doorstep, just declared bankruptcy under Chapter 11. But how did this beauty giant, once a household name, fall from grace? Was it the business model, the controversies, or something more sinister? Stay tuned as we unravel the dramatic rise and fall of AVON. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the stories behind the headlines. Today, we're exploring the fascinating journey of AVON, a company that revolutionized the beauty industry and empowered millions of women, but is now facing financial ruin. We'll take a closer look at AVON's history, its transformation from a direct-selling giant to a struggling corporation, and the controversies that may have sealed its fate. Founded in 1886 by David H. McConnell, AVON started as the California Perfume Company, selling perfumes door-to-door. It quickly grew into one of the most successful direct-selling companies in the world, empowering women long before the concept of female entrepreneurship was even recognized. But despite its early success, AVON's story is not just one of triumph. In recent years, the company has faced declining sales, mounting debts, and a series of scandals that have tarnished its once golden reputation. And now, with the announcement of its Chapter 11 bankruptcy, it's clear that AVON's glory days are behind it. If you like this kind of content, remember to like and subscribe. The birth and rise of AVON. AVON's story begins in the late 19th century, when David H. McConnell, a struggling book salesman, discovered that his female customers were more interested in the free perfume samples he offered than in the books he was selling. This led him to pivot his business to selling perfumes directly to women, employing a network of female sales representatives. This was revolutionary at the time, providing women with a rare opportunity to earn an income independently. The business model was simple but effective. Recruit women to sell products to their friends and neighbors, offering them a share of the profits. By the mid-20th century, AVON had become synonymous with door-to-door sales and the AVON Lady, a cultural icon who represented the power of female entrepreneurship. The company's slogan, "Ding Dong, AVON Calling," became a catchphrase across America. AVON was more than just a beauty brand. It was a movement that gave women the tools to be financially independent in a time when their opportunities were limited. At its peak, AVON was a highly successful company with impressive annual revenues. In its best years during the early 2000s, AVON's annual revenue reached around $10 billion. For instance, in 2008, AVON reported revenues of approximately $10.7 billion, which was one of the highest in the company's history. This success was driven by its global presence, extensive network of sales representatives, and its strong brand recognition. Shift from multi-level marketing to corporate giant. But as the decades rolled on, AVON's direct selling model began to face challenges. The rise of retail stores, online shopping, and changing consumer habits made door-to-door sales less effective. In response, AVON shifted its focus from being a multi-level marketing company to a more traditional corporate structure. They started investing in R&D, expanded their product lines, and tried to modernize their brand. However, this transition was not without its difficulties. AVON's attempts to stay relevant in a rapidly changing market were met with mixed results, and the company struggled to maintain its former dominance. Despite their efforts, AVON's market share continued to decline. The company was no longer the innovator it once was, and competitors like Mary Kay, Revlon, and Estée Lauder began to outpace it. Additionally, the shift away from multi-level marketing meant that AVON lost one of its key differentiators in the beauty industry. The once thriving community of AVON representatives began to dwindle, and with it, the company's sales plummeted. Controversies and scandals. As if declining sales weren't enough, AVON was also plagued by a series of controversies that damaged its reputation further. In the 2010s, the company faced multiple lawsuits and was investigated by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, for allegedly bribing foreign officials to secure business deals, a violation of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, FCPA. This led to hefty fines and a loss of investor confidence. But perhaps more damaging were the allegations that some of AVON's products could pose a cancer risk. Several studies suggested that certain ingredients used in their cosmetics, such as parabens and phthalates, could be linked to cancer. Although AVON maintained that their products were safe and complied with industry standards, the negative publicity had a lasting impact. In an era where consumers are increasingly concerned about what they put on their skin, These allegations further eroded trust in the brand, the final struggle, and bankruptcy. Despite efforts to restructure and rebrand, Avon's financial troubles continued to mount. In 2016, the company sold its North American operations to the private equity firm Cerberus Capital Management, signaling a major retreat from its once core market. In addition, Natura Co, a Brazilian cosmetics and personal care company, acquired a controlling stake in Avon in January 2020. This acquisition was part of Natura Co's strategy to expand its global footprint and diversify its brand portfolio. But despite the potential synergies, Avon continued to face challenges, including declining sales and competition from more modern beauty brands. The acquisition by Natura Co was a significant moment in Avon's history, representing both an opportunity for revitalization and the complexities of integrating two large companies with distinct cultures and histories. But even these moves couldn't save Avon. The company was burdened by debt, unable to compete with more agile and innovative competitors, and struggled to regain its footing in a market that had moved on. Finally, in 2024, Avon filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, marking the end of an era. The AVON Lady's knock may have once been a welcome sound in households across the world, but today, that door has closed. Avon's story serves as a cautionary tale of how even the most iconic brands can fall if they fail to adapt to changing times and consumer demands. Wrap up. So, what can we learn from the rise and fall of Avon? It's a story of innovation, empowerment, and the harsh realities of business. Avon was a trailblazer in its time, but its failure to adapt to a rapidly changing world, combined with controversies and mismanagement, led to its downfall. This isn't just a story about a beauty company, it's a reminder that even the biggest names aren't immune to failure. To recap, Avon started as a revolutionary direct selling company, empowering women for over a century. The transition from multi-level marketing to a traditional corporate model failed to keep up with the changing market. Controversies, including allegations of product safety risks, damaged the brand's reputation. The final blow came with the Chapter 11 bankruptcy, marking the end of Avon as we know it. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the stories behind the headlines. What do you think led to Avon's downfall? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time.